Hey guys, Dave Morrison here, and I'm making an informal video here just to tell you about a couple of things that are going on. Haven't spoken with you just face to face like this. First off, I'd like to thank you for the response to our videos on YouTube, and although we have been posting things on YouTube for over a year, our focus was on Facebook, and nobody knew we were on YouTube. Nobody was watching the videos. You know, the videos were getting like 100 views or something like that. We had a few subscribers, but not very many. And we never even looked at YouTube. We just on occasion would dump a video over there thinking, oh, eventually we'll get around to checking out YouTube. And eventually Zuckerberg's band of world-saving, heroic lovelies eventually made it untenable for us to post over there because we were getting a lot of complaints about, by sort of organized activist harassment groups and things like that, and it was just getting to be where nobody was seeing our videos. There was some adjusting of the algorithm so that our people who had been notified of every video were no longer getting notifications, and that was really sneaky and underhanded. I appreciate that Zuckerberg allowed us to use his platform. I know it's a private business, and he has a right to do. He and his people have a right to do whatever they want with their business. So, you know, what are you going to do? We moved to YouTube, and the first thing I posted was that one with the yellow placard and the people kind of running across the border, and that did really well. Second thing that I put up did also pretty well, and then reality set in, and we started getting back down to, we're lucky to get 10,000 views, but that's about a quarter of our subscribers are watching the videos, and rather than being greedy and wishing that you all would watch every single thing we did, I decided to be grateful instead. This, where I'm sitting right now, is where I live. This is what we call the Hobo Dojo. I'm sometimes called the Scholar of Squalor, and this is where I live. A few years ago, 6 years ago, I moved out of my cottage and moved into this because I just wanted to start saving some money, also start working a little less, working more on doing creative things, and eventually, doing a lot of writing that I've done. I've done enough writing probably for 3 or 4 books during that period of time. Y'all have seen some of it. So this is where I ended up. I'm sort of permanently docked. I don't drive this around. I'm not living on the streets of LA and dumping my black water down a drain pipe. It's not anything like that. I am hooked up to city power and city water, and I have a septic solution here. So everything's cool. And I rent a little piece of property here in an undisclosed location in the foothills of Southern California. What was I going to tell you? Oh, the main thing I want to tell you, I could tell you guys a lot of stuff, really. I'm very, very grateful to have met so many of you that have made us feel welcome on YouTube. We cut the videos at Jason's place, but he's getting very, very busy. So you may see some videos made from here. Hopefully I'll get some lighting and a proper microphone. I apologize for the sound. I know it must be terrible. But the main thing I want to tell you about is we have a gig coming up, and this is it. This is me with the sun bursting from behind my head. I think I was trying to hide the fact that I was about 25 pounds overweight at the time. And knowing me, yeah, let me just put a bright light behind my head. That'll be good. Nobody will notice. But this is the picture that's on the back cover of my most recent album, which is called Nothing Left to Lose, and it's an album I'm very proud of. As you can see, this room back here, although that's the dashboard back there, you can see the little plastic Jesus that. We get them on my shoulder here. That's been sort of repurposed as a music room, and I may make some videos from here because it's getting really difficult. Jason's changing jobs and a lot of work going on. He's got a baby on the way, so it's not going to be as easy to get all the way up to his place and do the videos, which we do in his garage studio. So hopefully we'll get some better sound going here pretty soon. But what I want to tell you about, and why I showed you this, is these are some flyers I'm going to be handing out around town. We got a gig coming up with my sort of reconstituted band. I'm putting my band back together after putting everything on hiatus for a couple years to do some other things. And but we're going to be this coming Sunday. It's the 14th of October, and it's just a week from yesterday. This is Monday, so it's just next Sunday. It's in the afternoon. It's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon at a little winery in Pasadena called Old Oak Cellars. Now, this is not a winery where you pick, you don't expect to show up and there's going to be rolling hills filled with vineyards. It's not that. It is a place where the already made wine is in giant drums. What do they call those things? Barrels, I guess they call them. Casks, kegs. And they're sort of stacked up behind where the stage is set up. So these folks that own this, very nice people, and they put on music. I met them through doing some shows that we used to do. They used to come to those shows, and now they have their own thing. And so we're going to go in there. I've been rehearsing with my band, the great Greg Kruger on multi-instrumentalist. He plays dobro, mandolin, acoustic, and electric guitars. And a fellow who we know in Los Angeles as God's bass player. That's the great Chad Watson. He's played and toured with many, many wonderful people. He's been on hundreds of albums. He'll be out playing bass. It's going to be a great little thing. We're rehearsing with Chad tomorrow night, and Greg and I have rehearsed twice already. And pulling it all together, sounding good, ready to do it. And I want to invite some of you guys there. One of the key reasons is that Jason, although Jason is not in this particular band, Jason and I have played together, but he's not in this particular band. He's going to be there operating cameras and hooking a feed out of the soundboard for sound, and we're going to make some videos. So provided I don't screw everything up, which I'm certain there's going to be a few mistakes, but because I get a little excited when I'm on stage. But hopefully we'll come out of it with a few videos that we can post on YouTube, and I can start allowing that to be seen a little bit. There, you'll find me if you look around. There's videos of me if you search for Dave Morrison on YouTube. You will find some videos, but I never have any control over those. It's like I'm at a gig somewhere, or a backyard thing or whatever, and somebody in the audience is shooting a thing with their phone, and it's half the song, and it's a lousy version, and I'm distracted, and plus it's just with the ambient sound, and it never sounds any good. And I look at those things and I go, I wish they hadn't posted that. That's not my finest moment. Maybe I'll post something down below that has a little bit better quality where you can hear sort of what I do. And I'll post the way to buy tickets for this. Now, I know that most of you do not live in Southern California, but some of you must, right? And so come on out. You can meet Jason because he'll be there. He's going to be busy working. But we'll have time to meet you guys and shake your hands and whatever else you want to do, within reason. And there should be some food there. I'm going to make some chili, and Dave and Nancy, the folks who own the winery, they're going to make some chili. I always do the meat chili, and they do the vegan chili. So this gives you a little hint as to which side each of us falls on the political spectrum. But they are the best people, and I don't give a rat's ass if sometimes they might try to cancel my vote out. They're good folks. Come on out, represent, and put a hand out. Let us know who you are. We'd really like to meet you guys. So anyway, I'll post it's $20 to get in if you just walk up to the door, but it's $15 if you buy online. So I'll post the link that you can buy a ticket online, or a couple of tickets, or a group of tickets, and I'm sure they won't sell any tickets if it's sold out. So, but we'll fit everybody in. The place holds 50, 60 people. It should be fine. I'm not popular enough in LA anymore after taking the stands I've made. I am certainly not so popular that I have to turn people out at the door generally, but we usually get a good crowd, and you'll like the people that you meet there. Anyway, that's enough. I'm rambling on. Anything else, I'll look at the video and I'll go, oh my God, I left that out. I'll put it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and thanks so much for making us welcome on YouTube. Really appreciate it. All right, take care.